Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna set up my old friend, my Terra Nova Laser Competition 1 tent. And to give you an idea what the difference is between my old and my new tent, and most importantly I'll do a full review of my Terra Nova Laser Competition tent. Alright, so this is the Terra Nova Laser Competition 1 person tent and the Drop X-Mid 1 person tent by Dan Durston, and we've got my sunnies. So I laid it all out just so you can see how big it is. I've had this tent for so long, I mean as long as I've been hiking really, after I made all the mistakes of buying a very bad tent. But yeah, it was a recommendation from another hiker and she inspired me to buy this tent because it was the lightest on the market back then, at 940 gram. Well, it's a 970 gram pack weight, but you can bring it down to 940 grams if you exclude the repair kits and a few other things. This tent comes with really lightweight stakes, 6 grams of these ones. I've already lost 5 and I've got like 5 or 6 left. So I replaced them, most of them, with these ones. They're a little bit easier for pitching on hard soil, and I find them quite handy. Alright, so that's the Terra Nova Laser Competition 1. It's made out of 20D sil nylon, and it's got 2 tents, so it got the inner and the outer tent. The pack weight is 970 grams officially. It comes with 1 pole and it's about $400 US. It served me quite well. I've had it in storms, raining, like I've been with it to New Zealand, England, Scotland, Germany, and honestly I'm really happy with it. I couldn't be happier with the tent. The thing I like about it is it's got enough space inside. It's got it's got 1 vestibule, but it's got plenty of space for all your gear. What I like about it as well is that it's a double wall tent, and I've never had any issues with condensation. If I did have issues with condensation, it was because I camped next to a lake, or when it was really cold and my inner tent was kind of touching the outer tent. So I thought there was condensation, but it's probably my own fault. There's also 2 vents on either side, which makes it really easy to get rid of the condensation if you do get it. It's long enough for me, so I'm 6 foot I think, so 180 centimeters. The only downside I think is that when I sit up inside, I can only sit in the middle where the pole is, and that makes me feel quite cramped inside, because if I have to spend a few hours in the tent, I don't feel comfortable, and I usually lie down and you know, like, what can you do? You feel uncomfortable after a while. Alright, let's have a look inside. So as I mentioned before, it's a double wall tent. Really easy to use zippers, guys. So you can just attach that to the outside of the inner tent, and it's huge vestibule, like all around, and it's got plenty of space. I like how the material still feels like it's new. even though you can see it's a little bit saggy on the top, but overall I think for 10 years it's really good. So then we go in the inside. The inner tent is also attached to the outer tent with little things like that, and also cords that you can stake out. I use the same stakes for the outer and the inner tent, and then the inner tent, the outer tent stays separate from the inner tent with like two little poles. They're really lightweight and they attach to these little things here. You've got like little pockets you can put them in, and then you've got the reinforcements in the corner. The inner tent then attaches to the corner over there, and also you've got attachments on the top here, so that's all the way around. There we go. And then inside it looks really spacious, like it feels really spacious. All right, yay. Oh, now this is home. All right, so climbing inside is easy, plenty of room, and we've got plenty of room in the back as well. So all around there's lots of space to put your bag or anything else in here. The only thing I don't like is that it's only got enough headspace for me in the middle. So now I'm sitting in the middle of the tent and I'm brushing on the inner tent with my head. So like if you're any taller than 6 foot, don't buy this tent because it will annoy you so much, especially when it's raining, and that's when it's most needed, because you will brush your head on the inner tent and the inner tent will then touch the outer tent, and so then you will get wet. Okay, that's how it happens. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with this tent. So if we look at it, it's got a vent on the inner tent on both sides. Unfortunately there's no pockets, but that's okay. And then if we go on either side, you can actually take this one off, and so the tent will still stand because you have two separate stakes on either side. Then what you can do is you can roll that up, and as you can see there's a little thing here, a little clip inside that easily holds it. So I need my both hands for it, but then you have like a gap and you've got plenty of ventilation. It's honestly, it's so good. And you've got that on either side. So there we go. So there's some extensions for extra guy lines if you need it, and I think the new ones come with a protector for the poles so that you can have extra protection when it's extra wet. To give you an idea what it looks like with the mattress inside, it just got enough space for the sleeping pad, but honestly there's a bit more space on either side. But like I said, if you're tall, this is probably not the best tent for you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!